Join us and discover beautiful beaches, rugged landscapes, pretty towns, desolate mountain ranges that sweep down to stunning lakes, unique architecture, history and folklore, no shamrocks, no shillelaghs, and definitely no shenanigans, just naked Ireland. We're beginning today's film on a quiet laneway just outside Enniscorthy in County Wexford. It's not signposted in any flashy way, just a narrow path between two houses. Blink and you might miss it. But make no mistake, this is the gateway to one of Ireland's most important historic sites, Vinegar Hill. Now you'd be forgiven for thinking this is just another countryside path, but every footstep here is layered over one of the most pivotal moments in Irish history, the summer of 1798. At that time, Ireland was on the edge. Inspired by revolutions in America and France, the United Irishmen, composed of Presbyterians, Catholics and some Protestants, rose up against British rule. Their dream? A new, united and independent Irish Republic. Vinegar Hill would become one of the focal points of that dream, and tragically, the place where much of it came undone. In fact, for the United Irishmen, this marked the last major attempt to hold territory taken in Wexford. As always, if this film is in any way interesting or informative, please give it a like and hit the subscribe button to support the channel. Down there lies Enniscorthy, one of the key strongholds held by the rebels. For 3 weeks in June 1798, this town was effectively under their control, and Vinegar Hill became their command post, their fortress and their refuge. Over 20,000 men, women and children were camped on this hill. It wasn't just an army, it was a community. Makeshift tents stretched across the slopes, cooking fires flickered in the night, and scouts watched the roads below. Some 16,000 rebels were armed largely with pikes and whatever weapons they could find. As we climb higher, you'll see that the views will begin to open up. It offered not only a strategic advantage, but also a sense of safety, until the morning of June the 21st. On that day, British forces launched a massive and coordinated attack. Over 13,000 troops surrounded the hill from multiple directions. The rebels were trapped. For hours, cannon and musket fire echoed across these slopes. The British forces used a new, experimental form of ammunition, shrapnel shells, which had a devastating effect on the rebel camp. And by the end of the day, there was a terrible loss. The final advance on the hill by the British saw them switch to grape shot to maximise the casualties. It's said that over 1,000 people died here on that day alone, many of them non-combatants. Some were captured, others executed in the days that followed. Captured female camp followers were sexually assaulted. Today the car park marks the halfway point for most visitors. From here, the final stretch is on foot. I think it's easier now to imagine why the rebels chose this spot. From here you can see for miles. If you really want to support Naked Ireland, you can now donate to the channel by buying me a pint. Just click on the link in the second paragraph of the description beneath this video and that'll take you straight to the donation page. It's really easy. All donations are so gratefully received and it's great to have you become part of the production process. As we move upward, the terrain levels out slightly and the view begins to take over. It's quiet, almost too quiet considering the voices this hill once held. But Vinegar Hill isn't just a place of bloodshed, it's also a place of remembrance, a symbol of Ireland's long road to nationhood. Every year commemorations are held here to honour the fallen and to reflect on the ideals the rebels fought for: liberty, equality and unity. And here we are at the summit. This modest structure marks the top of Vinegar Hill. From here the landscape unfolds in every direction. You can see the Slaney River carving its way through Wexford, the rooftops of Enniscorthy nestled below, and on a clear day, even the outline of the Black Stairs Mountains. The view's breathtaking, but it's more than just beautiful, it's meaningful. Standing here, you're not just seeing the land, you're seeing history. You're standing where hopes were raised, where tragedy struck, and where Ireland's story took a painful turn. For many, this is a place of pilgrimage. For others, it's just a peaceful walk with a great view. But for everyone, Vinegar Hill offers a chance to reflect on freedom, on sacrifice, and on the enduring power of memory. Our great Nobel laureate Seamus Heaney reimagined the horrors of this place in his poem Requiem for the Croppies. The pockets of our greatcoats full of barley, no kitchens on the run, no striking camp. We moved quick and sudden in our own country. The priest lay behind ditches with the tramp, a people hardly marching on the hike. We found new tactics happening each day. We'd cut through reins and rider with the pike and stampeded cattle into infantry, then retreated through hedges where cavalry must be thrown. Until, on Vinegar Hill, the final conclave, terraced thousands died, shaking scythes at cannon. The hillside blushed, soaked in our broken wave. They buried us without shroud or coffin, and in August the barley grew up out of our grave. So this is all that's left to mark the spot. This and the bracing beauty of the countryside and this sorry mound. It's been a sad story today, as it sometimes has to be, but I hope you'll join me again next week for another Naked Ireland.